Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have Raid Event, and then I'm going to show you my Brown Guild Wars, because I did pretty good. I went 5-0. You've seen the team before, but it's kind of fun to watch in action anyway, so it's just at the end. Here is the Raid team I came up with. It's the ring you get from the shop. I can't remember what it's called. But it does red and blue, boosted by Blackhawk allies. Signet ring, maybe, is what it called. I forget. Signet ring? I think that's what it is. Which works perfectly with Kendra Bloodjewel, who is the raid captain. She will deal damage to the boss, like one-shot the boss most of the time. And she gets her mana back if she gets a kill, which is she almost always does versus Zul'Goth. Then we have Megavore. Megavore strips everyone's armor and we usually one-shot somebody. Then we have Captain McCall. Starts all rogues with 50% mana. Everybody on the team's a rogue except for, what's his face? Megavore. So, I'm using Corsair class so I can be a rogue, so I can start with half mana and get extra blue every time I match blue. So, working pretty good. I am wanting to get the ring up first, usually. Kendra, I like to save for after I cast the ring, so that way the ring can fill up Megavore. Then you cast Megavore. He'll strip everyone's armor and kill somebody, and then Kendra will kill Zul'Goth easily with him when he has no armor left. When she can one-shot him with armor, but when she gets that kill, not usually, she gets that kill, then she gains all of her mana back, and you can cast her again next turn, usually taking out the first enemy. And by the time all that happens, you're usually either win or you have one enemy left, and you can clean it up pretty easily with another Kendra or something else. Maybe a Captain McCall by that time. If not, both of them if you need them. But yeah, I was trying to think of something you could use besides Megavore. Let me try to think for a second here. I don't think another Kendra would be too bad. I mean, your whole team's gonna be blue and red, but at least your weapon is making blue and red based off Blackhawk allies. And your whole team is Blackhawk allies. So it's not that bad of a thing to have all your troops be the same color, with Captain McCall starting them all with half mana, and the ring doing those exact colors, blue and red, based off of Blackhawk allies, which is everybody on the team. So, should be okay. Maybe two Kendras, Captain McCall. I think Captain McCall is a legendary, so if you don't have him, then Scurvy Sea Dog's a decent replacement. He starts empowered and turns green into blue, I'm pretty sure. So you could do something similar, but just use Scurvy instead of Captain McCall. And then if you don't have Megavore, just use Kendra instead of Megavore. And mix and match, and you should be fine. It's just a raid event, not that big of a deal. If none of that's working for you, there's always Mang, there's always Earth's Fury, and one or two of the raid captain. And then mix and match once again with Scurvy Sea Dog or Captain McCall, and you should be fine. I don't like that I'm using Megavore here, but I wanted to use it. I never get to use that troop, almost never, and I figured stripping everyone's armor into a Kendra and the ring was the best way to go this week with the raids. But yeah, also did Brown Guild Wars. That's coming up very shortly. But we're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, by the way. Probably around 7 a.m. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. But 7 a.m.'s been where it's at lately. On Saturday mornings, EST, so United States, Eastern Standard Time, around 7 a.m. If you come at 7, you won't be late. You won't be early. I don't know what I'm saying. It's around 7 a.m. Anyway, we'll do more raids tomorrow. We'll do Guild Wars tomorrow. Always fun to do Guild Wars on live on Saturday. That's always fun. And maybe some more world event, because I'm not going to have a ton of raid sigils left, I don't think. Maybe like 8, and then I might get a couple of Vow Ravens, maybe. Then we gotta do Guild Wars, that's a given. Cardio, and we'll see what happens from there. Maybe a little bit of world event, and then whatever you guys want to do. You know, always chatting, always reading the chat, always, if you got a team that you want me to try out, that's the time to do it, especially at the end of the live streams. That's the time to bring your teams if you want me to use them and tell you what I think. Because sometimes people bring teams, and they're so close to being awesome, and all they need is like a slight tweak, and maybe somebody in the chat suggests something to tweak, or I suggest something to tweak, or I use it and I think, oh, okay, well, maybe if you use this banner, you know, this would be a little bit better, or this class would be a little bit better. And we all have like a hive mind, and it's fun. So come to the live streams, they're fun. Quality over quantity. But let's try to get some quantity. I would love to get like 60 people there one day. You don't have to come at 7. You don't have to come at 6. You don't have to come at 8. You could come at 9. We could get 60 at 9. That'd be cool. But anyway, here's the brown team. It is Mountain Crusher with Plague Lord. This is Kimmy's team that she gave me a while ago. Sycorax, who is the star of the show. You'd think on this team, the Wild Queen would be the star of the show. But in my eyes, Sycorax is the star of the show. And then Obsidious, just kind of on the end, like a third, fourth wheel, just hanging out, just being there, stunning everybody. He's doing something, so it's not total fourth wheel. Most of the time here, I was just getting up Sycorax and casting Sycorax over and over and over and over on brown or green, even blue sometimes. Mostly brown and green, though. Brown just to give everyone life. Green to mix and match with the Wild Queen. So if I was going to go offensive, it was green. If I was going defensive, it was brown. Even though when I cast it on brown, it was still kind of offensive because of all the incidental skulls. You guys are going to see what I mean if you're watching right now. You just keep casting on brown, you keep getting incidental skulls, you keep gaining tons of health on every one of your troops. And it's hard to lose with as long as you can get Sycorax going. I can see where if the enemy jumps you super fast and you never get your Sycorax up, I can see a way this team could lose. And it's happened to me before. It's not like I've never lost with this team. I'm just saying, like, it seemed pretty good this week and last week. But, yeah, as long as they don't get a super, you know, as long as you don't give them a head start, you should be fine. If you can get Sycorax up, you're usually fine. As long as you don't mess it up somehow by casting on the wrong color, or you don't get super duper unlucky, you should be fine. With this first cast, make sure you just cast on something with a lot of it on the board, even if it's like red or whatever, blue. You really want to get to brown and green, but you might have to cast some other colors just to get there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to cast on brown when there's only like 5 brown on the board, because that's not going to get you an extra turn. You're giving the enemy a turn to do stuff, and you don't want to do that. Not with this team. But brown and green are your main colors you want to do. Brown will give health to everybody on your team. You can get 999 health if you want, if you do it right. And then green if you want to shoot off a Wild Queen after to try to get some extra turns and skulls on the enemy. Which I found brown was just fine. If you don't even really need the Wild Queen sometimes with this team. You can just cast brown over and over and over and over, and you'll just happen to get skulls and win. So fun team. I'm starting to like Sycorax more and more every day. He's got that green arrow up. You know what I mean? In my forget what video that was where I was talking about green arrows up and red arrows down. But Sycorax definitely has a green arrow up for me. Because he's really good. And he can get 999 health and keep casting on brown over and over and over. But 9,355, not too bad. I'm still in the running for the Paragon. I'm not out of it yet. If I can go 5-0, 5-0 the last 2 days, and score pretty good, and maybe with a little bit of luck, we're still in the running. There's a couple people ahead of me right now, but it's fun to keep track of, just to see it, because there's good people in the guild, and I like to compete against good people. There's a solid five of us here competing for the Paragon, and it's fun. It's all good-natured fun. But anyway, remember, live stream tomorrow around 7 a.m. EST, and we'll do more raids. We'll do more Guild Wars. We'll do a little bit of World Event, maybe. And bring your teams, bring your chat, and bring your friends. Let's have 60 people there. That'd be sweet. It's not going to happen, but let's try. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Or maybe later today. Peace.